What's going on? This is session 5. I'm TKO, the founder with
Steve's,
the co-founder of www.TheMVPLounge.sportsblog.com. Right now, this session is going to cover our WrestleMania predictions. We're going to go through the matches. Well, we got the matches we think are going to take place. They're not official yet. You know, of course, one match is official. It's The Rock versus John Cena, the main event at WrestleMania, and that's definitely going to take place. And then we got a couple matches that we don't know that they're still in the works with. You know, you just never know with WWE. Like they used to say back in the WWF Attitude Era days, anything can happen in the World Wrestling Entertainment. Well, back then it was Federation, of course. You know, I'm just paraphrasing that shit, you know, since it's new copywriting. No copyright infringements, you know. Don't want to fucking misword shit. Anywho, we're going to start off with match number 1. Match number 1, we got Cody Rhodes versus Goldust for the Intercontinental Championship. Rhodes versus Rhodes, brother versus brother. Steez, who you think going to win that match?
I choose Cody Rhodes to win it. Particularly Goldust, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the young generation. Goldust his time is going to be up sooner than later. He haven't been championship material in some years now. So for him to get a championship match like this at WrestleMania against his brother, it's big for him, but they're going to let Cody Rhodes win it and move on to other better things. Now, TKO, I got a question for you.
What's
about
that?
Match number 2.
Alright.
Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton, Falls Count Anywhere match.
Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett, Falls Count Anywhere match. Wow. I mean, this match is already, we seen it take place already on SmackDown recently. If you guys didn't peep that out. I think it was just a couple weeks ago. We seen that match take place and Randy Orton was victorious in that match. I think he was victorious or ended in a draw. I'm pretty sure it was okay.
It was like a no contest.
Yeah, it was no contest. Honestly, if this match takes place at WrestleMania, I got my money on Randy Orton. I just don't see Orton losing to Barrett. I just don't see it at all. And that whole little incident, them beefing, I really don't feel it. It's not really, it makes no sense. It just came out the blue, if you ask me. All of a sudden they get in a fight, Orton gets kicked down the steps. It's kind of bogus. I mean, it's just how WWE is these days. Like a lot of old guys, you know, when I say old guys, I'm not talking about the guys back in the Attitude Era. I'm talking about like the guys that just up and coming, they just recently, you know, like Shelton Benjamin, Carlito, guys, you know, that was in the area around 05 when Eddie was still alive and stuff like that. You know, like they said, ain't really nobody you really want to face in WWE these days. And this is just one of those matches with them trying to boost up this new guy, Wade Barrett, and give him a little bit of hype, which he ain't really worth it. I mean, he has a couple little decent mic skills. I'm not gonna give him credibility of having great mic skills. It's decent, but I got Randy Orton beating him. I got him beating him by hitting him with an RKO and possibly kicking him in the head. I hope he does kick his ass in the head because we could do without seeing Wade Barrett on SmackDown for a couple months, even though I still don't watch that shit. All right, match number 3. Kick this off to you, Steve. We got Karma versus Beth Phoenix for the Divas Championship. Now that's one Divas match I wouldn't mind seeing.
That's going to be the best Divas match in a long time since Trish Stratus and Lita.
Yes. I was about to say the exact same thing.
You haven't seen a good Divas match like this. Not at WrestleMania at that.
And better yet, think of this. This is beyond that. This is like Powerhouse versus Powerhouse. This is Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. This is The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. The only thing is, this is the Divas division. They're both strong. They're both vicious. They both are unstoppable.
They're championship material.
Oh, both of them. Think of this. Karma, she's not. This probably, if she wins the match, it's gonna be her first WWE championship. But she's a multiple time. She dominated the TNA/Impact Wrestling Divas Knockouts division for years. Almost a whole year, she just took over that division.
Hold that title for a year too.
Yeah, and she would, in my opinion, be dominating right now if it wasn't for the pregnancy she just came off of. But she went to the Royal Rumble and dominated a little bit there. So I'm gonna kick it off. Who you think gonna win that?
Well, Beth Phoenix good. She done hold it down. Beth Phoenix want competition. She gonna get competition out of Karma. Karma ain't wrestled since then, after her pregnancy, but she'll be back ready to action. WrestleMania 28. Karma wins. Good match. Good match. Lasts about 30 minutes. You know.
It probably 30, 40 minutes. I think
most
it
most
be about
Divas matches we see
30,
now,
20 minutes. No, it's like 10, 15.
most Divas matches we see now be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 or even at least 2 minutes at
But
that.
I think this one gonna be longer.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, a lot of former female diva competitors from the WWE, they're saying that the Divas division is being, they're saying that WWE is treating the divas a little bit biased compared to the male competitors. And me, in that occasion, that's happened for years. I mean, come on. I mean, they used to be divas, were sex symbols for the longest time ever, and now they got Beth Phoenix. I mean, she's a good-looking woman. Karma, I can't even touch base on that. That's just that's it. I don't have any.
I'll let y'all be the judge of that.
Yeah, you can judge that one. I can't judge that one at all. That one, I'm just confused. She's just a nice lady, as we would say, to be kind to her. But I mean, these two are divas. They both can wrestle like hell. They both, they're decent looking women, and they're gonna do the damn thing. They're gonna tear the damn house down. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this off to you.
Match number 4: Big Show versus Kevin Nash. TKO.
Big Show versus Kevin Nash. If this takes place, because if you guys haven't known, recently WWE moved Kevin Nash back to the alumni spot, which means he's no longer on Raw ever since he took that ass whooping, which was a corny ass whooping by Triple H, to him. He's been moved, so he's no longer an active competitor. He's in alumni stages, which means he comes and does as he please, as Stone Cold or The Rock would do. He's an alumni. And now he does the little WWE YouTube talk show with all the old legends talking about old shit that took place in WCW and stuff like that. But anyway, if this match takes place, I got Big Show beating him. I don't see Kevin Nash, Big Sexy Kevin Nash, that's his nickname, or AKA his other nickname, Big Diesel, beating him. I don't see it happening. And if it does happen, it'll be a miracle. I don't see it happening because, like I said, he's not an active competitor. There's no way they're going to let that match, big combustible elements, both of them being former WCW champions and WCW wrestlers. I mean, I just don't see that happening. I don't see Kevin Nash walking out beating Big Show. I see Big Show hitting his ass with the WMD and calling it a night. Quick match. It's gonna probably last at least 10 to 12 minutes. It ain't gonna nothing be major. It's nothing major. Big Show knocking that ass out.
It'll be an interesting hype up match.
That's pretty much it.
It's
one
like
to talk
legends,
about.
Legends versus.
It's like. I can't even compare it to Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. It's just a match that people want to see in WCW is going to take place. That it happened, but it wasn't as major. I mean, it's them in their prime. Basically it's a WCW match. That's basically what it is—a rematch from WCW, and something to get the fans to remember. That's about it. Barely anybody gonna remember him. I know half these kids still wonder who the fuck Kevin Nash is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They so caught up on this motherfucking Fruity Pebble John Cena, they don't know who the fuck Kevin Nash is, or did he ever wrestle for WWE? Which they don't know. His ass wrestled under the name Diesel. Alright, we're gonna go ahead to match number 5. Dolph Ziggler versus Mick Foley in a hardcore style match. Take heed to this. I think this is the first hardcore match we've seen in years. They usually call this shit Extreme Rules match.
We have not seen a hardcore match in a minute.
Since probably ECW. Or at Extreme Rules. I should take that back. Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Yeah, that corny ass matches they had there.
But Mick Foley, last time he had a hardcore match was against Edge.
And I actually got that one on DVD. It was WrestleMania 22. That's the WrestleMania following after Eddie died. And that match was, outstanding. They blew the roof off that joint. It ended with Edge coming victorious and spearing Mick Foley through a flaming table. They both suffered some minimum burns, it's a little bit of lacerations. It was a great match, both by two great competitors. Edge, I give my hats off to him. I never was a big Edge fan. I always liked him, but I never was a real big Edge fan. But Edge, he proved to me, he deserved the championship, the WWE championship belt. He won. After that, following that, he did a damn thing, and Mick Foley showed he still got it. He's like, I may be old, but my ass can still put on a hell of a good matches.
I have a match, and I got a feeling that this match might take place.
What match is that?
Confrontation, Dolph Ziggler versus Mick Foley. At a little competition before the Royal Rumble.
Alright.
Where Dolph Ziggler clown Mick Foley about him just getting in and over the top less than 5 seconds. And Mick Foley want to have a match at WrestleMania. So.
So who you saying you think is going to win?
Well, Mick Foley.
Alright. I agree with you on that.
Now, match number 6, TKO. This is your favorite, hopefully. Interpersonal
like I said before, Kane.
Kane versus Mark Henry.
The old Kane. The big red machine versus Mark Henry. hand down, man down, as you would say. I got my boy Kane picking that big fat motherfucker up and slamming his ass and 1, 2, 3. We call it a motherfucking night, pimpin'. I got Kane beating the world's strongest man.
Off that injury
I see Mark Henry. I see Mark Henry probably hitting him with the world's strongest slam, maybe once, and I see Kane rising back up and come back and hitting his ass with a choke slam and possibly a tombstone. And I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I think it's going to be a showstopper, as Shawn Michaels would say. The showstopper. It's going to be a showstopper match, and it's a match that I think people would like to see. Two 90s wrestlers, you know, wrestlers of the past, colliding. It's a match that's never took... It took place, but it's never taken place as Mass Kane, you know, as this vicious style of Mark Henry. You know, somebody's actually going to get their ass kicked, and I'm picking Mark Henry getting his ass kicked. And we're going to leave it at that. We're going to keep pushing. Now, this next match, Steez, is match number 7. Daniel Bryan versus the winner of the Royal Rumble, Sheamus, for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to just put a hand down, man down. Daniel Bryan run as the World Heavyweight Champion will end at WrestleMania against Sheamus. It's a 70% chance whoever wins the Royal Rumble winning that champion. Sheamus is on a roll, hot streak, heat streak. He got that mad, bad, great white style in his gimmick character. And Daniel Bryan been ducking and dodging, slicking and sliding across the whole board against the Big Show and all other opponents that trying to challenge his World Heavyweight Champion by using AJ as a little protector excuse, however you want to feel like it.
Basically using her as a shield. That's the best way you can put it. Using her as a human shield. But actually, yeah, he is definitely pussy whipped, and he's in my words, as words on the street. I mean, parental discretion is advised with the MVP Lounge Session because we speak our mind. As we would say, where I come from, it's a bitch move. It's a bitch move. It actually irritates me. You know, he did the little rant when he was turning heel. Oh, you did it on purpose. Ah, shut your damn mouth. Who gives a fuck? Just shut up. You shouldn't have never had her out there in the ring. And AJ spoke her mind and said she really didn't want to be out there. And basically Daniel Bryan talked her into being out there. And she even forgave Big Show. So now his ass can't really say too much more or nothing but shut the fuck up and wrestle. Because I'm getting tired of, even when I try to watch SmackDown, even though we know it's pre-recorded, when I try to watch the taping on Friday, I get so irritated with Daniel Bryan matches. How many times his ass is going to win by disqualification? He's got to be the DQ king of the year. He is the DQ king because he's the only person I know to win by so many fucking disqualifications. Not even the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, has won by this many disqualifications. It's pathetic. And make him look like a sorry-ass champion, which I always thought. Me and you both thought he was a sorry-ass champion. I mean, he's not championship material yet. Yes, the kid can wrestle. Yeah, he done all he did in the independents. But this ain't the independents. This is the big leads. Big things popping, little things stopping. Next question.
Match number 8 to you, TKO. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, WWE Championship, could be the match of any championship of the year.
That's definitely the match of the year. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. This one is actually kind of hard because, as we all know, Chris Jericho signed a deal, and him and his band Fozzy are working on a record, and he's going to have to take time off. And usually, a WWE champion is not allowed to take time off because when they want you there, you know, you're the brand, you're the marketing, you are the walking billboard of the WWE. When they need you to do something, you must do it. That's conflict of interest because, at the same time, Chris Jericho's going to have to leave and do whatever he's need to do with the band Fozzy because he has the same contract with the record company. When they need you to do something, you have to do it. You need to be working on that album. I think it's going to be conflict of interest. And I'm going to ask you this question, who you think is going to win too? But I think CM Punk is going to win, hand down, man down. CM Punk is going to do it because of the conflict of interest with the contract agreement. Because I just don't see WWE allowing Chris Jericho to win the belt. I just don't see it happening. Like I said, you know, they're going to want him to be available when they need him. And he's just not going to be able to do that. He's didn't say that to the reporters in Canada when we posted that article. He's just not going to be able to do it. He's going to have to be able to leave and come back whenever he needs to. And him being his WWE champion, that's just a no-no. You there when they need you. You're more like every fucking day. So what do you think? Who you think is going to win?
I got a feeling Chris Jericho, if he don't win at WrestleMania, then I got a feeling later down that road he'll get another opportunity at the WWE Championship against CM Punk later down that road. So for now, CM Punk. But if if hands turns on to the other side, I can see Chris Jericho winning it.
Alright. Next question. Number 9, match number 9. Man, one of your favorites. The Undertaker versus Triple H with possibly the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels as a special referee. The streak is on the line. Who you think is going to win, Steve?
I just got this eerie feeling since December of 2011 that the Undertaker will win thanks to Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin music to Triple H, and it's gonna be some controversy.
So you saying it's going to end like how the match ended when back in the day, if you guys don't remember, The Rock versus Triple H on SmackDown for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. I'm gonna call it what the fuck it was called back then. And guess who was the special guest referee returning? The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And if you don't recall, The Rock went for the People's Elbow, and he was about to deliver the People's Elbow. As he came back and was about to jump over Triple H, he got caught with what? A little bit of sweet chin music. And Triple H ended up winning the match. But this time, it's going to be a turnaround, as you're saying. It's going to be a turnaround.
I just got a feeling Shawn Michaels has some redemption and jealousy of Triple H being the only one in that streak. You know, you got to think about it. Shawn Michaels faced him twice back to back, couldn't get the job done. Triple H faced him twice, almost got the job done the last time, and could actually get the job done this WrestleMania if they face off. So Shawn Michaels, you know, the little confrontation that Monday Night Raw, you know, got a little heat between it. And I got a feeling that this match is going to be so good, it's going to be very controversial. And then it could be another storyline with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, because, you know, back then they used to have their little sets of rivalry matches with the titles and stuff like that. Dealing with Triple H, hitting him with a sledgehammer in the back, putting him in the wheelchair. So they might be DX for life, but it's going to be interesting to see how that turns down.
I agree. And the last and final match,
The Rock and John Cena, main event. Everybody been waiting. A year of hype and expectations.
the C Nation versus the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, the Great One, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. Sorry, I've been a Rock fan since forever.
Since he was a little baby.
Fuck you. 1996, when I was 5 years old, I was a Rock fan when he was rocking my V as a little kid. I said, "There we go, mommy. I like to rock. He got rocking my V. He's so hot." You know, I got curly hair too. You know, represent curly hair brothers. Well, I've always liked him.
How would you feel if The Rock wins?
If The Rock wins, ain't gonna be no shocker to me. If The Rock loses, I'm gonna burn that son bitch down. It just make no sense. John Cena beating The Rock
It's a joke.
and wrestling ability? Hell no. Hell nah. That's a damn joke. That's like Eddie Guerrero losing to who? Eddie Guerrero losing to Santino Marella. God rest his soul if he was alive. That shit will not happen. Santino Marella beating Chris Benoit. God rest his soul. That shit just would not happen.
That's like Santino beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
That shit definitely ain't happening. The Rock versus John Cena. WWE, I hope you listen to this and I hope you take notes. If John Cena beats The Rock at WrestleMania, your product will be completely bullshit. I will not watch that shit anymore. And I think that's probably the road they're going on, because guess what? The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania 29 next year. 2013 announced.
Rumors in New York.
So rumors in New York, and rumors are saying that it's already etched in stone, and John Cena made a comment that he may actually beat The Rock at 28. I don't think so, folks. I think John Cena's going to be the bitch asking for a rematch, because The Rock is going to put his size 15, 14, whatever size boot up his monkey ass.
I can see that happening.
The Rock
to the ages.
Yes, The Rock land the SmackDown on the C Nation's Rudy Poo Candy
But
ass
one match
all over
I do
Miami.
want to see next year,
What's that?
if it's only if possible, The Rock versus Undertaker at WrestleMania.
That's it. The Rock, I hope you hear this too. Man, you know, Rock, hope you watch this video all the way to the end, man. I hope it's one thing, you said it when you went against Stone Cold back in 03. You said there's one thing you've never done, and that's whoop Stone Cold's monkey ass at WrestleMania. You know, as you was in your hair character, you said that. That's right. You actually accomplished that, but it's one thing you've never done. Never done in your career. There's one more thing you've never done, Rock. You've been multiple-time world champion, multiple-time WWE champion, Intercontinental. You won almost every damn belt that is to win. You never faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And I'm not going to be satisfied. As a Rock fan since day one, ever since I was a little kid, a little baby, 5 years old now, I'm not going to be satisfied until you face Taker. That's it. I don't care win, lose, or draw. This is one match that you have to do. That's one thing you have not done in your career. You won the Royal Rumble. You've done every damn thing. Triple Crown champion. Done that, been there. The youngest World Heavyweight champion there ever was. Third generation superstar. You've never beaten The Undertaker or faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And that's one match I want to see. And that's one match I hope I'm actually sitting there along with you at WrestleMania watching.
6-star match.
Superstar match. 6-star performance. That's better. That shit.
I mean,
if you put that in the box office, that son bitch will sell out the first day.
I mean, you ain't even got to make a promo about it.
You don't make no promo. All you got to do is say, "Rock, Undertaker, Rock. I'm going to sacrifice your ass at WrestleMania." You know the old ass Undertaker shit from Rock saying, "You come on down, Undertaker, with your Mickey Mouse tattoos and your 33-pound head. Just bring it, bitch. Boots to asses." There you go. They had that little competition on Raw. No need for commercials. Everybody done bought the ticket the same day. Motherfuckers be right there at WWE headquarters. When the fuck you selling them tickets? Okay, we're going to WrestleMania.
Then for one more match of WrestleMania 29 for next year, they need to do WWE Champion versus World Heavyweight Champion.
Undisputed champion.
Versus the Royal Rumble winner in a triple threat match.
I would like to see that. What do you mean, with all the belts on the line?
Yes.
Yes. I think WWE need to bring back the Undisputed Championship. And I'm seeing you seeing that viewpoint as well here, the statement you just made. I think it would be the product will be a lot better if they brought back, two worlds. It's confusing now, man. For a long time, I liked when they first did the idea, the world title on Raw, back in 03 when they finally did that. But it's getting confusing now, and it's just, they don't have enough talent to have one single
It's like
goal.
this. If you're going to have a Raw Super Show putting SmackDown superstars on Raw,
you got to have one belt.
Just one belt. It's only necessary. I mean, you can keep the general managers like it is. You can keep the superstars, the roster with how it is.
But no, fuck the general manager shit. Go back to WWE Commissioner.
They ain't gonna
do that shit. Well, the commissioner's better because he runs both shows.
But they ain't got the time to do all that.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they do it. But hey, that's an idea. We pitching your idea. You use the shit. You don't got to pay us. We just be glad WWE you actually listen to one of your fans, since you don't like to listen to us anyway until we booing the fuck out somebody. Because obviously you're not listening because we're booing the fuck out of Cena. He's getting booed out of every fucking arena there is. But hopefully you actually take notes and listen this time. I doubt it, but we like to see that. I think the WWE universe, as y'all like to call them, since you don't like to call us.
They need to put some prestige in the tag team titles.
Yeah, the unified belts are shitty. They're the ugliest fucking belts.
I don't care how the belts look. It ain't
no teams. Y'all need to bring back some legends, man. Bring back some legends. When I mean legends, just bring back somebody with a little bit more credibility.
Like RVD.
Rob Van Dam. Well, that stipulation. More like RVD, more like Billy Gunn, more like the Road Dogg as active competitors. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing somebody with some prestige, man.
Some excitement.
Maybe a little hardcore Holly back again. Doing hardcore shit. I wouldn't mind. You might want to look into trying to get Bobby Lashley again. I miss seeing his ass. Bring back ECW with all the ECW originals. That shit was actually better than the superstars and that NXT dumbass bullshit y'all got going on. Because ain't nobody watching that shit. Because I could tell your ratings are some shit. Who the fuck is actually going to look at their laptop and look at a bunch of fucking rookies all night? But alone, we barely want to look at Monday Night Raw and SmackDown because it's full of fucking rookies.
One thing I like to look at now is Raw, since it's live.
Kane, CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, and just to name a few. That's probably the only reason why I look at Raw.
But if you had to do a draft, you got to put some top name superstars.
Randy Orton back on Raw.
Yes, Randy Orton back on Raw.
Cody Rhodes.
You put Randy Orton,
Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, and you switch some Raw superstars, some good Raw superstars, over to SmackDown.
Yes. And yes, I need to equal out your roster because I think Raw has the most talent.
Like, I'll put Rey Mysterio back on SmackDown. And some other good superstars. Put John Cena on SmackDown too. Y'all June that stuff last year, having him get drafted to SmackDown back to Raw. That was corny.
Yeah, that was the corny crap ever. Well, that's all the time we got today, folks. This is Team MVP signing
out.
Deuces.
Treasure. sensation.